Cold War Zombies trailer is finally here, and today we're going to break down that trailer, so let's get into it.
Sam.
So straight off the bat we see a woman walking up to a phone box, dialing a number, and a voice over the line that says Sam. Could this be Samantha Maxis? I think so.
What have you done?
Did you get the package? Watch it. Watch.
So here we get a side profile of Sam. I mean, you can hear that she's got a European accent, so it could very well be Samantha Maxis. We also hear them talking about some sort of package. I can assume that this is probably the same package that we heard about in the audio clips last week.
The tape.
Here we get a clear shot of Weaver. He's a Black Ops 1 character, I believe. It's unsure whether he's going to be a playable character, but definitely part of the story.
What the hell is that?
That's exactly what I thought when I first saw this. What the hell is that? So what we can see is a load of Russian soldiers, I assume, in this power room. That middle bit actually looks like what we saw in that original clip at the end of that trailer. It looks as though the power could have just been turned on or something like that. We're still unsure yet. Could it be like transit where you turn the power on and it kills all the zombies in that area? I don't know.
A Machina.
So we just heard Sam there over the phone say the Machina, which I believe is actually the name of the map we're currently seeing. Get our first look at a zombie here as well. You can actually see it's in German uniform, so it could be that Nazi zombies are officially back. Here we can see one of the Russian soldiers holding a PPSH. I mean, what great gun. It's going to be a lot of fun to use on these maps. It's one of my favourites in the whole COD series. And here, to me, that looks like a 5.7 or a Colt or something like that. We can also see it's holding it left-handed. I mean, it probably doesn't mean anything, but I thought I'd just mention it.
It's happening again.
Requiem actual strike team is on the ground.
So we just heard Sam say it's happening again. This is more evidence pointing out that it is actually Samantha Maxis. I'm guessing, clearly she's talking about the zombie invasion happening again. And how would she know that if it wasn't for Samantha? It's clear to see here that this is clearly Machina and Totem, the first ever zombies map, so it's good to see that making return. We can also see this rabbit graffiti that we saw in that teaser clip as well a few weeks ago. I just want you to remember about that rabbit, just because it does become a bit more relevant later on. Also just wanted to point out that there are flashlights throughout this whole trailer. Do we have flashlights before we turn the power on maybe? I'm not sure.
Get to site. Contain the threat.
Roger. Moving.
Let's get the power on.
Speaking of the power, we clearly hear him say let's get the power on, so we can tell that that is definitely a returning feature. So as I mentioned, I said the rabbit would be a lot more relevant soon. Now we can see it actually sitting where the mystery box would be, in replace of the teddy bear, which is usually there.
Sometimes I feel I've got to.
So we get another cool shot of a zombie. We can see its arm has actually been shot off or blown off or something like that. So we can see dismemberment is definitely back. Just also wanted to mention that the zombie's eyes seem to be yellow, which in zombie lore means Samantha is actually controlling them. Whether that's actually relevant or not, we don't know, but it's worth keeping an eye out for. So here we can see like a fluorescent purple arrow, which we saw in the teaser trailer not long ago, and also throughout this trailer we can see a lot more of them. So what they mean, I'm not sure. It could be where the power is, could be where Pack-a-Punch is, or something like that. So here we get another cool shot of a load of zombies coming from every side. Just makes you wonder how many zombies can we actually have on the map at once with the new next-gen consoles.
Get away.
Strike team, report. What the hell?
So we can see a big red glowing light in the darkness. I think this could actually be the power room, so you hit that button and the power comes on, but who knows.
This happened.
So there we just saw the power actually getting turned on. It shows us this massive room, which I believe is the same room we saw in that little clip at the end of that trailer. We can see the zombies all over the catwalks, and keep an eye out for that oil spill in the middle, so we see something very cool there in a second.
Take my tears and what's not nearly.
What the hell is that? So big purple light and also a bright pink light in the background as well. I believe this is where the oil spill was I just mentioned. But could it be the Pack-a-Punch spawning? We don't know. It kind of looks like, as I'm recording this, like the Margaret spawning from Shadows of Evil. But who knows? So again, another shot of a zombie with yellow eyes. Also a big bright pink light in the background as well. The reason I stopped it here though is because the zombie has actually got barbed wire on him, which sort of reminds me of Mob of the Dead. Don't know about you.
Let's go!
Push him back!
So here we can see, which I can only assume is a new piece of equipment. It seems to shoot something on the floor. We can also see that the gun that they are holding actually has a sight on it, so that means attachments are back in the Zombies franchise. So there we can see whatever they shot on the floor of that equipment just explodes and absolutely destroys these zombies. It looks so cool. It's going to be a lot of fun to use in game, I think. So you can see a soldier with a rocket launcher shooting at the zombies. Also in the background we get another shot at the purple arrow. There's also another arrow next to that which seems to be pointing up. Don't know what that could mean. So here we can see a soldier running down a corridor with a zombies chasing him. We can also see a red laser sight sort of aiming at the zombies as well. So here we get another cool shot at all the zombies coming down the corridor. There's so many, it makes you wonder how many we can actually have on the map at once. We can also see that one of the zombies' helmets has been shot off, or it fell off, so that's quite a cool feature happening in the game as well. And here we get a shot of the sentry gun for the first time. Could this be a specialist sort of attachment, or a score streak, or something like that? Who knows? You can also see that the red laser sight was actually coming off that sentry gun that whole time as well. So here we can see two zombies separate from each other with a sort of green acidy sort of look. We can only assume that these are the mutated zombies or the catalyst zombies from Black Ops 4. And that right there is Deadshot Daiquiri. It's home sent back. It's got a new look. It's got sort of a metal rocker look with the guitars coming out of a skull. Looks really cool in my opinion. It's good to see it back in the game. And here we get our first look of Nat and Totem from the outside. So you can see him running out the bunker. So what we can assume is that everything we saw with the machines and everything like that is actually below Nat the whole time. So that's really cool to see, and it's cool that he's actually playing the outside area as well. So coming down to the starting area of Nat, we can actually see a wall-by pistol. I think that's actually the first wall-by we've seen, so it's nice that they are still in the game. Now you may not have seen this the first time you watched it, but if you look closely in the background we can actually see the quick revive machine, so it's good to see that it's 100% back in the game as well. And here we get our first look at the mystery box. They've gone with that classic look again. Also want to mention that the gun he's holding has a laser sight and a sight on it as well, so that's just another thing for the gun customization. And here we get the first look at what I can only assume is the new Wonder Weapon. To me it sort of looks like the Thunder Gun mixed with a wave gun. Let me know what you think in the comments. And here we get our first look of the new Wonder Weapon in the first person view. It does look so cool, I really can't wait to use it. Also just want to mention we can see a blue light on the left side, which I think could be actually be the mystery box light. So it's good to see that still in the game as well. So there we can just see him shooting the new Wonder Weapon. It seems to emit some sort of blue energy orb or something like that, or like electric or something. It seems to just absolutely decimate the zombies. It looks so cool, really can't wait to use it. So we get another angle from the Wonder Weapon being shot. In the background we can see the mystery box. Also on the left there seems to be some sort of drone emitting some sort of light as well. Don't know what that could be. It could be something from a tactical slot or something with the building game, who knows. So this looks so cool. Could it be like the new Hellhound or something, like a Nova 6 Hound or something like that? It looks like something from Zetsubo. Just a side note as well, we did actually see that the Hellhounds were added into Modern Warfare, so whether that's confirmation they're in the game or not, who knows. So here we can see the War Machine is back. Good to see it back in the game, such a fun weapon. We also saw that Juggernaut was in the background then as well. We are going to get a better shot of it in just a second though. Keep pushing! So in the middle of all these zombies we can actually see a green light which actually looks like some sort of power up or something like that. It could also be one of those mutated zombies, but who knows. So again we can see that green light, we still can't see if it's a power up or not. Also on the right we can see the Juggernaut machine in better quality there. Obviously we heard the jingle for it at the end of that trailer, but it's nice to see it back in the game either way. So we get another shot of a load of zombies in this huge open area. We can see a Juggernaut machine on the left. In the middle on the plane we can actually see a wall-by shotgun, and again on the right we can see another purple arrow. So what that arrow means we still are unsure. We can't hold them off! So here we get another shot which I assume is the same area. We can see them all standing off on the downed airplane's wing. On the right we can see Juggernaut again, and on the left is that purple arrow once again. Longer.
here!
So here we get another look at the sort of score streaks or something like that. We can actually see in the middle of this computer thing it's pulled up that it says launch codes. So whatever that is, we are not sure. Maybe it's some sort of missile or something like that. We get our first look at the chopper gunner. I'm not really sure how I feel about this in the zombies mode. But, I mean, who knows, it could be really good. So we're going to keep an open mind about it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments.
It's on the way. Shit, did you see?
So you can see the zombies getting mowed down by a chopper gunner. But also you can see a blue grenade that's sort of been thrown. We don't know what that is. Maybe it's like a Wraith fire from Black Ops 4, but who knows. So we can see another grenade that's been thrown. Also on the right we can see that drone again. Maybe it's the drone throwing grenades? Who knows. And here we got our first look at the Pack-a-Punch machine again. It looks fantastic. Love the look of it. The bright pink light in the background as well. Still unsure what that means. Maybe it's just that the Pack-a-Punch has spawned. Who knows. So if we get a closer look at the Pack-a-Punch machine, I can assume that someone put a gun in there and that's why the lever's gone down. Who knows, it could be something else as well. I don't really know what I'm looking at here, to be honest. It's like a soldier that's gone very blue for some reason. Maybe that's a new specialist ability, maybe it's a perk, who knows, it could be anything like that. So here we can see is what I assume that the same soldier in first person with the blue screen. What you'll notice is actually the zombies are running away from him, so whether it's like a zombie blood thing from Origins or a gobble gum or elixir or something like that, which makes the zombies unattracted to you, it could be something like that. You can also see the Juggernaut machine on the right as well. So we get our first look at a new perk, Elemental Pop. I do like the design of it, it does look really cool. I just want to point out on the right you can actually see he's holding which looks like a commando, so it's good to see that will be back in the game as well. One of my favourite guns. What you also notice is it's no longer perk bottles, it's perk cans, which is just such a cool design just to go with the whole 80s thing. It's just a cool new look they've added in, which I really like. So when the soldier's shooting here, you can see it's a sort of emitting like a red pinkish light. Is this a Pack-a-Punch gun? It could be. It could also be the Elemental Pop that we just saw. Maybe it's like in Black Ops 3 and 4 when you double Pack-a-Punch, you get fireworks on your gun or turned or something like that. And here we get to see the ray gun back for the first time. It looks so good to see it back. Such an iconic weapon and such a good weapon to have in the Zombies franchise. So you could hear when he shot it there, it does still have the iconic sound and the same exact look. I really do like that they've kept it all the same. Also the zombies he's shooting, it looks as though it's another mutated zombie. It seems to have knocked the zombie back rather than kill it, which is it's a strange thing. Maybe it's a very strong zombie, this one. Here we can see another mutated zombie with a book that says CCF on it with a Soviet flag symbol. I don't know what that means. If someone does, feel free to let me know. Here we get another shot of the same zombie. Some sort of green orb he's got in his hand. So we can only assume this one has some sort of special power. Maybe it's a boss zombie or something like that. Again, another look at the same zombie. He's got a hazmat suit on and he's shooting some sort of energy green something at the player. So yeah, this one has some special powers and assuming some sort of boss. Now here we got the release date obviously, but I saw that Russian right at the top and I thought, oh, I'll have a quick look what that means. Turns out it just means November, so that was a waste of time. Now I think they could have just released this part and everyone would have bought the game anyway. So you can hear the Juggernaut jingle in the background and also the Juggernaut machine in all its beauty right there.
Back the fuck off!
So here we can actually see Frank Woods from the Black Ops 1 campaign. I don't know how he's going to be part of the story, but it's pretty cool. He's in the Zombies universe now. You can also see some sort of elemental blue lights behind him as well. Still unsure what that is. Now this is a really cool shot here. So in the foreground we can see Frank Woods fighting off all the zombies. In the background in the sky though, there's a pink, what's like a jellyfish or firework or something like that. I don't know what that is. But the rest of the area actually kind of looks like the frozen forest from Black Ops 3. So I wonder if that's actually relevant at all. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Just another cool shot there of Frank Woods. Again, how is he part of the story and is he a playable character? Who knows?
You can't kill me!
And that's it, that's the end of the trailer. What a great trailer it was. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If I missed anything or if you've got any other ideas of what any of these things could mean, please let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe and leave a like as well if you did enjoy. We'll be uploading loads of zombies gameplay tips and tutorials when this game does eventually come out. So if you do want to see more, please subscribe, leave a like, it'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks again so much for watching and have a good one.